Hey everyone, welcome to the Acrobatic Arts podcast. I'm Loranne, and I will be interviewing some of the top leaders and innovators from the dance and acrobatic industry. If you are a teacher, performer, student, or a lifelong learner like myself, you are sure to find these episodes intriguing and full of inspiration. Acrobatic Arts is passionate about providing current and relevant information for everyone. So please, sit back and enjoy as we share our passion with you and the world. Today I'm excited to introduce a very special guest and a dear friend of mine, Loranne Meek. Loranne is here to share her expertise on mastering the illusion technique. She lets us know some common mistakes to avoid, as well as the most effective ways to train for a flawless execution of this skill. This is a presentation you won't want to miss.
Welcome everyone. We're going to give you some tips today on how to develop great illusion technique with your dancers. As well as being an acrobatic arts examiner, I also have been teaching the sport of baton twirling for many years. And the illusion is sort of a staple move in the sport. It's sort of expected in many of our events. I'm going to take you through a method that I've been teaching for years and give you some tips and progressions on how to develop your dancers' illusions. The reverse illusion, right or left, is introduced in the acrobatic arts syllabus in level 8 in the limbering section. And then it progresses on to the pre-professional 1 level where the dancer is expected to do a right and a left illusion. The first step in developing great illusions is square splits. And what we want to see here is actively pulling that back hip forward. The block should be on the upper thigh. It can be at 6 inches on the block, 4, 2, or perhaps you don't even need a block any longer, depending on your level. Your hands will be on the floor. You'll have a nice long back. Front leg will be extended, working on extending the back leg. Feet will be extended. And after holding square splits for at least a minute in our warm-up section, I do allow my dancers to remove the block and allow for mild turnout in the full split. Now, once they're in this position, if they can do a full split, fold forward over front leg, and then extend her arms back into a low V position. And this is really simulating the exact position of the body in the full height of the illusion if we were doing it in center floor. Right now, we're just using the ground. The acrobatic arts states the previous progression to an illusion is a nice, strong needle. So what makes great needle technique? Usually, I introduce the needle following our cardio warm-up when we're in stretch and flexibility mode during the warm-up. So I have my dancers kick to needle 10 times, and their hands are just placed on the floor for support. And once they reach 10, they're going to hold the needle. In the needle position, the legs will be straight. The hips will be square. Mild turnout is acceptable. Feet are stretched. Back is long. Head is in line. So looking at the knee. Hands are placed slightly in front of the supporting leg. And then I like to do a little fun game here. I have them go into needle, and while they're in needle, they're going to take their hands and just move them slightly off the floor, and then back into needle. And then I have them grab their ankle with one hand and balance. And then we try to balance with the other hand, and then both hands. Both hands on the ankle balancing. And often they'll fall out of this position. It's hard to control it, but we try to have fun with it and just keep trying it. The next progression is to take the needle to the wall. And we're going to set up in the needle position with the working leg up against the wall. Hands are on the ground. And this is a great exercise to develop flexibility. So the farther that supporting foot comes out, the dancer can use their hands to push back into the wall. And when we're in this position, we're going to try that low V again. One hand up to low V and then back down to the ground. And then the other hand to that low V position and then back to the ground. And now I'm going to try using the wall as support to lift both hands into that low V position. And this takes a lot of core strength and balance. When they're learning it, they probably won't be able to do it for too long. Okay, the next little exercise that we do, the dancer will stand and they'll have their right arm to the wall. So they'll be facing sideways. And now they're going to go into that needle position again. On the right leg, yes. Right leg is down, left leg is up. You might have to come away from the wall a tiny little bit. Try now to walk your hands around, keeping that top working leg extended, slowly, rotating on the ball of the working leg and stand up. And then, of course, in class, you will do all of these exercises on the right and the left leg. Once we've done that, we're going to come to center floor. And I'm just going to explain some of the focus points of a good reverse illusion. The illusion at the height of the split must reach 180 degrees. The legs must be straight. There will be a 3/4 turn on the ball of the working foot. The working leg is moving side to side. The back will be straight and long. The arms will be in a low V. And the dancer should show good balance and control as they rotate. A strong core is really important for reverse illusions because we want a nice long line right from the top of the head to the toes. So make sure you are incorporating a lot of strength training, core training in your warm-ups as well. That will help develop a really good illusion. In a perfect reverse illusion, there is a beautiful balance between strength and flexibility. When your dancers come to the center floor to work on illusions for the first time, they might be a little afraid because they are going upside down. But at this point, you've probably worked on all the developmental stages of handstands. So going upside down might be okay at this point. So anyways, if they are a little bit afraid, you're going to allow them to use their hands on their reverse illusions. Making sure they really wrangle those arms up over the top too will help them with that rotation. Common errors that you will see when you're developing good illusion technique. When they first start out, some of your dancers will have more of an oblique line to the illusion. It'll almost appear flat. This is a really strong indication that they're lacking in flexibility. And so what do we see in acrobatic arts? We go back to square splits and really work on their split flexibility in order to get that 180-degree line. Another error you will see when you start teaching it is a bend in the supporting knee. Again, this is pointing directly to a lack in flexibility of the dancer. So where do you go? You go back to square splits. A very common error with reverse illusions is the rotation of the body is going to the back corner. So if they're doing this, often I will say, instead of thinking that the head is going down directly to the side, tell them to think about the head going to the front corner. And this is where that 3/4 turn on the ball of the foot comes in. If they do it correctly, they're stepping more to that top corner. That should fix that problem so that the leg is rotating side to side. Another error you will see is a break in the line of the body. So it happens at the hips, and often the working leg will hit the ground or touch the ground, and then the upper body will come up. So that nice long line from head to toe is broken completely. To wrap things up today, A little exercise that we do in class. In baton twirling, we are expected to learn 4 different illusions: reverse and forward on the right and the left. So this is a little combination maybe we can introduce into class. So it starts with a left coupe, right reverse illusion into a left forward illusion. On the other side, stepping into a reverse illusion left and a forward illusion right. Well, that's a wrap today, everyone, on how to introduce and develop good illusion technique to your dancers. Thank you for having me.
A huge thank you to Loranne Meek for sharing her knowledge on mastering illusions and the training exercises to perfect them. If you're wondering what those exercises look like or want to see a full illusion in action, head over to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our tutorials or exclusive content. You can also follow Acrobatic Arts on social media for the latest updates, tips, and more. Thanks for listening, everyone, and have a great day.